Alright. Very little activity that I can see so far. It is cooler than it has been, about sitting in the high 70s. It's probably 80 degrees by now, but okay. They don't look like they've been very busy building comb. I still got 4 or 5 bars worth of space. And what happened here? Has somebody been out here? Because I sure don't remember leaving that many bees under the cover. That's weird. I don't remember that many bees being. I don't know if maybe I left a gap and they got out. Look, there's several of them in the gap down there too. I don't leave that many bees in there, so what could have happened here? Oh, somebody's been out here messing with the bees. Could that be it? Oh, okay then. Well, I was thinking that the design of this feeder was a problem. Evidently that one's not, because it's empty. The feeder is empty. Okay, I need to go to the truck and get that other. I did prepare a bottle of, or a jar of sugar water. I need to run back and get that. I didn't think. Now all I have to do is swap lids on these. I thought that was a wide mouth jar, but it's not. Feed them a little bit. Maybe they'll finish drawing that comb. Still kind of baffled of why there was so many bees under the cover, because man, there's still several of them down there in the groove. That's propolis. Those are all bees, dead bees, parts and parts. Don't know. A little puzzling. I don't know if anybody's around here is brave enough to come goof around with a beehive or not. Okay. Boy, that dude right there is some kind of stuck. There are bees on it, but there's no comb. Same. Same. beetle. There's another one there. He's dead though. What is that? A little piece of comb. So they're back. This is number 22. So they are beginning. Ooh, that one's pretty much full. What are these? Little. No, those are wood shavings. Anybody know what? Whoops! What kind of bug that is? Looks like a ginormous hive beetle, but it's too big. Almost looks like a regular old beetle. Alright. Let's looks like they're putting nothing but nectar up in that one. That's good. I've actually started to cap some of the top. Maybe that means that she's finished developing her brood chamber. It may not be hot to the bees, but it's still hot to me. It's that kind of morning where it's not that hot. It's about 80 degrees in the high 70s, 80 degrees, but it's still, oh my goodness, that's heavy. That's got a lot of nectar in it. Ooh, that's almost all capped over there. That's good. That's cool. That's what I like to see. I was kind of halfway worried that she was going to keep making brood all the way to the back and kind of mess up the way I thought things were supposed to go. That was stuck. That is almost all honey, but there's some brood on that one. There's some brood on that side too. And she's putting some more eggs because there's larvae in it. Well, so that's back to 19. I don't usually do my inspections in the morning like this, but it's been so hot lately. I just can't make myself come out here after it's gotten into the 90s. That's why I've put off the inspection so long. A lot of brood. They're chaining on the bottom like they're trying to extend the comb. It's got a lot of brood on it. Guess I need to start looking for the queen if they've got brood this far back. Whoops. Oh, it fell off there. I see several drones, but I don't see a queen. They're pretty docile this morning, not much activity. It is pretty early though. I'm not sure what time in the morning it is actually. I just got off work. Oh, lots of drone brood. I still think they're trying to swarm on me. Lots of drone brood, lots of drones. Capped head honey on the top. Still haven't seen the queen. I like it when they're like this. They don't try to crawl out. They don't get all up in the way. I may have to. That's kind of weird. That's actually a smaller comb. It's got a lot of brood on it, a lot of regular brood. Oh, looky there. That would be a queen cell. That would be another queen cell. Beginnings of one, anyway. Don't see anything in it. I don't see anything in that one. There's a couple more there that could possibly be the makings of a queen cell. If they keep it up, it's not going to take long to do this, which is good. I'm already dripping sweat. But a lot of brood on that one. She's still doing good. I'm assuming that they're wanting to swarm and not supersede her. Because, I mean, look at that. That's almost a complete... Very few holes in that. Very few holes. So I would not think that they were trying to supersede her. She's a young queen. She's this year's queen. And she's doing really good. Really well. I mean, that comb there, front and back, is practically just full. So that's... I smashed one. That's 15. So she's definitely been 15 here in the last few days, because that's packed full of brood. Come on. Got a couple wanting to be a pain. There. The way they're clustered to the side over there, she may be over on the side. All that brood's hatched out. Nearly all of it. There's some of it still. Well, there's some of it's hatching out right now. You can see them hatching out. Right there. So she's still doing good. Still haven't seen her. This is one of those mornings that's before the sun's come up and really got the air moving around. It's so still and humid. It was so humid I almost couldn't strike anywhere matches. It was so humid. They were all kind of moist just from the humidity. That's all hatched out. I can't tell if she's laying back in that or not. I don't see any eggs. My eyes, though, are not the best in the world, so. But I don't see any. Of course, I'm back to, this is 13, so she may not be back here yet. She may have started back at the front. All that brood's about to be capped because there's a lot of larvae in there. Some of it's already hatched out. Drones have hatched out. Some are about to hatch. There's a newborn drone, looks like. I gotta keep an eye open for a queen cell because I think it was on number 5. On bar 5, they acted like they wanted to make a queen cell. All these, I'm pretty sure, are drone cells. So, I don't see anything so far. Although all I saw were those 2 cups that looked like they were trying to make queen cells out of them. Back a ways, I don't remember what bar it was on. Well, this one's light. There's not much in it. Brood is hatched out. A little bit of honey on the top, but that's where that starter comb is. And I think they figure, well, since we can't use it for brood, we'll just put a little bit of honey in it and cap it off. That's all those bars have been capped off with some honey on the top. Still haven't seen the queen, but like I said, there's a lot of bees on the wall, so she may be on the wall or something. Some propolis. Alright, now I'm getting up here to the first 10. There's some brood, a few drone cells, some cap brood. Looks like some drone larvae, if that's what that is. It looks like they're drones. They look bigger than the rest, so they look like drone cells that are capped. Some larvae. I guess the air's starting to move. My smoker's smoking me. I think all those are drone cells. I don't see anything that makes me think it's a queen cell. Oh, come on. Like I said, it's in the high 70s, low 80s right now, so that may be why they're not so active at the moment. Trust me, once that sun gets a little higher and those clouds burn off, it's gonna get hot today. I think it's supposed to be 96. And if you know anything about Arkansas weather, it's not a dry heat. It's a melt your face, humid heat. I mean, it's not even hot yet, and I'm already dripping with sweat because of the humidity. I don't know that she's started back on that one yet. Look, a lot of those cells look like they're about to hatch. I can see a little darkness through them, through the cap, so they may be ready to hatch out. A lot of them have hatched out. A lot of bees on the side today. Of course, there are a lot of bees, and that one looks like a newborn. Not even quite colored yet. Still kind of a light color. Oh, I held it open too long. Come on. There. There. start coming out here and checking my feeder every couple of days, because they had it clean. They had it empty. That one's all empty, hatched out. So is that one. Well, hopefully she had they had cap brood farther back. Hopefully she's finished her job back there and moved to the front and started her way back. Like I said, it's come on, get out of the way. It's pretty warm, and I'm just a couple of bars away from the bar that they had. What I thought, look at these newborn drone. Did I drop him, or did somebody carry him out? Oh, I hope they didn't get into some poison. May have dropped off one of the bars, or I may have mashed him. I think I mashed him. He looked like he'd been mashed. Okay. Drone or brood. Some larvae there, hadn't been capped yet. Looks like she's laying back in here because they haven't capped some of that. And you can see drone or brood. I see pollen. I see larvae. Okay. Six. The possible queen cell was on 5, I think. Whew, that's heavy. A lot of brood in that one. A lot of brood in that one. Actually, looks like a lot of pollen. There's not that much brood. A lot of pollen, but I didn't think pollen was that heavy. Boy, it's just, I mean, jam-packed with pollen. But it is heavy. Feels like there's a lot more brood in it than what there is. That's kind of weird, that little cluster right there. I'm trying to see if maybe that's the queen. I guess not. I guess they were just holding on. A lot of young bees I'm seeing though. Yeah, they're starting to move a little bit. Alright, here's the one that had the possible queen cell on it last time. Let's see if I can get it without... well, that one's as heavy as the last one was. The only thing I saw that looked like it was a possible queen cell is right there, and there's nothing in it. So maybe they're just practicing, or maybe it was a drone cell. This is just packed full of pollen. I think that's what that is. It doesn't look like nectar, it looks like pollen. And then there's some brood, but it's mostly pollen, I think. So pretty heavy for not being brood. I didn't think pollen was so heavy. Okay, y'all have to go on. I'm almost done. I got stuff I got to do today. A lot of propolis. A lot of propolis. Well, that's a hive beetle, or I guess it is. I don't see a lot of them. I see one every now and then. I don't have that much of a problem yet, knock on wood. I guess I ought to actually do it, knock on wood. That one's packed full of pollen too. Some drone, but it's some brood, but it's just packed full of pollen. That one is just completely pollen. That's heavy. That is wild. I mean, it's just completely pollen. I don't think I see one brood cell on there. Very little honey on the top that's capped. That's just because of that stupid starter strip. But the rest of it is completely packed with pollen. And it's heavy. That is wild. So I guess they're starting their stores for winter, starting with pollen up front and starting a few bars of honey in the back. Pollen in the front, honey in the back. Reminds me of that saying. Business in the front, party in the back. It's the same way, except it's got some drone brood on it. It's just packed with pollen. It's heavy. This is all drone brood though, other than the pollen. There's a drone. Okay, they're capping that one. That one's in the process of being capped. Actually, it looks like some of those are about ready to hatch. Well, there's a couple of regular brood cells, I think. Still haven't seen any definite, for sure, yes, 100% queen cells. There's one that looks like they may start on it. So, I don't think they have swarmed. If they swarmed, it was a very, very small swarm, because I can't tell that I've lost any bees. I've still got lots and lots of bees, which is good. And I never did see the queen, but I've missed her in the past before. She could be on the wall, but she's definitely laying, because I saw larvae. Whew, that was kind of floppy, a little flimsy on that one. Alright, I'm not gonna mess around here. Well, alright. Well, yeah, see all the bees, they kind of moved to the back. There was a big gap there. I guess I got them riled up and they didn't like being that way. So, alright. Let's see if I can get out of here. Hive beetle. A bunch of them kind of bearding on the bottom. Probably a bunch of them bearding on the front now that I smoked them like I did, yeah. A lot of them on the front.